So let me challenge you through another circuit to calculate the voltage V out as shown. So imagine you are given a supply voltage V in or input voltage V in, and there are three resistors R1, R2 and R3. They are connected as shown. So we see R2 and R3 are in parallel, and to this parallel combination of R2 and R3 we have R1 in series of that. So the total resistance RT would be written as R1 plus R2 in parallel with R3. So this is how we can write that. Now V out would be calculated simply by applying a voltage division rule. That is the first possibility, and the second possibility is by applying the Ohm's law. So by applying the Ohm's law means you calculate the total current that flows into the circuit, and then current that will flow through each of these resistor multiplied by the value of that particular resistor will give you the voltage drops across that particular resistors. So for example, you have a voltage V in that draws a current flowing like this. Since there is another branch, so the current will go this way as well. Okay, the same current that is flowing right here, and the current will go into two branches, the branch down and the branch to the right. So the current will flow through R1 and R2, and then this current is flowing through R3, and we know that the total resistance can be calculated like this. So first apply the Ohm's law. So how would you calculate the total I? I would be total voltage V divided by RT. RT we have calculated in the previous equation. The voltage is V in divided by R1 plus R2 in parallel with R3. So that's how you calculate the total current. So if you are given the value of voltage V in, and if you are given the values of the resistors, you can simply calculate the current. Once you know the value of the current I, this is the current I that is being drawn from this voltage V in, and that is being given to the circuit. Once you know this I, you can calculate the individual voltage drops across the resistor. We know that this I is flowing through R1, so the VR1 would be the voltage drop across the resistor R1, so which is simply I times R1, that is the voltage across R1. Now this current I gets divided into two parts, so that will be called as IR2, and this will be called as IR3. So these currents multiplied by those resistors will provide you the drop across the individual resistors R2 and R3. Okay, now that is an exercise for you. Just take some values of the resistors and the voltage. Let's say voltage is 5 volt and resistors each R1, R2 and R3 are 100 ohm each. Calculate the voltages and currents. Simple. Now in the beginning I ask you to calculate V out. So remember, this V out is nothing but the voltage across R2 and the voltage across R3. Since these two are in parallel, R2 and R3 in parallel, V out is nothing but VR2, which is the voltage across R2, and it is also equal to VR3, which is the voltage across R3. So how to calculate the output voltage? So let's say R2 and R3, we'll say that their combination R2 into R3 divided by R2 plus R3. Okay, so let's say it's called as Rx. So that's the parallel combination of it. So now this resistor is simply resistor R1, and this is the resistor Rx. This is resistor R1, and here you have this V in, and this is your ground, just like here you have ground. And at this node you are taking the V out. So now calculating the V out is simple. So V out would be, you are calculating the voltage across Rx. So Rx divided by Rx plus R1 multiplied by V in. That will give you V out. So it's very simple to calculate the value of V out through the voltage division rule, and earlier we have seen how to calculate V out and essentially all currents using the Ohm's law as well. So hope you like this video. If you like that, share it with others and subscribe to the channel.